Good evening, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to this Swoosh live stream for IELTS Speaking. We're going to have some speakers with us today, and we're going to give them some feedback. First up, though, we do have Tanya from Connetics. This session is run for Swoosh and Connetics, and she will be joining us just to say hi and give some information to people. So welcome to Tanya. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Luke. How are you? Happy
Yay.
Friday.
Hi. Yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. All good. Excited to be on the speaking class introduction today.
Yeah, wonderful to have you with us. So Tanya will be introducing this session.
Well, okay. I didn't know I was going to do that, but good.
Okay.
So, Luke, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I know that as we start this new year with hope and optimism, last year was a really difficult year for everybody, especially healthcare workers. And the speaking class was really started to try and just help. We really just wanted to help. So I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Friday and remind everybody to take advantage of this support and this help from Swoosh, because the IELTS, as we know, it can be sometimes more difficult for nurses than the NCLEX exam. So really getting in this practice is absolutely vital so that you can get the IELTS done, move on, and not have to worry about it again. So I just encourage everybody to use this time productively. Luke is an expert and he's here to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for that endorsement, Tanya. Really appreciate it. And yeah, great to have you with us. And yeah, as Tanya said, hopefully a year of hope ahead. And we really appreciate all of our students and people joining the stream with quite busy schedules coming along and taking the time to join us. So, okay, thanks.
Sorry, look, and one last thing. I just wanted to remind everybody to make use of the Connetics Swoosh free IELTS support group. This is free. This is complimentary for all nurses. And we have study rooms that are open all the time where you can study with partners and practice the exercises that Swoosh are providing. So I just wanted to remind everybody about that. Yesterday I was speaking to one of our nurses who is actually here, Maricon, who's actually here in the US already. And she was just saying to me how she worked hard to pass her IELTS, but she didn't realize when she came to America how important it was to be able to communicate in English. And she's actually in the South, and she was like, oh my goodness, the accents in the South are something, different for her to get used to. So even those people who have already passed their IELTS exam, make use of the study groups where you can practice your English with a study partner, because as Maricon said, it's not just about the IELTS, it's also about practicing your English for the future. So I just wanted to remind everybody about the study rooms because they're there for you. So make use of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very wise words from Tanya there. Yeah, the only way to improve your fluency is to speak in English. And with such a fantastic resource available, absolutely listening to partners with a variety of accents is so important. So remember, yeah, very wise words from Tanya. The IELTS test is there just to test whether you can begin your journey. You will constantly be learning, and as Tanya said, it can be very difficult for people at first. Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So thank you so much, Luke, for all that you do. We really appreciate it. For those nurses who have not yet passed the NCLEX or not yet passed the IELTS, please get on the train. You need to do so. We have never had more jobs available in the US. So the US has a shortage of nurses. There are many opportunities available. The visa bulletin is current. So really, really take the time that Luke is giving you, and let's get on with it. And we look forward to better things ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and yeah, it sounds like a world of opportunity out there. So, yeah, definitely. And it's my pleasure to deliver these sessions and help all you busy nurses achieve your goals.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Luke. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Lovely to meet you at last as well. Okay, so yeah, some inspirational words and some good advice from Tanya there to start off our session. So today we do have our speaking session. Plenty of interesting questions for our students. So let's get started. Um, so I'd just like to start off by saying there is an exciting new podcast from the team at Swoosh. It's called Our Voices in the NHS, Untold Stories of Doctors and Nurses in the NHS. So it's on Apple iTunes and Spotify. And if you want to get a feel for what it might be like once you start working, absolutely listen to that, and you will get some great listening practice as well with people sharing their experiences in healthcare. So a new resource available for you guys there as well. So let's have a look at our IELTS speaking then. Welcome Ikra, Khoda, and Claire Lee. Lovely to have you joining us. So welcome to everybody in the stream. Today, starting off with speaking part 1, and that is going to be general questions on everyday topics. As usual, we do have a slightly unusual topic there as well, so we'll see how our students do with that. Part 1 is the easiest part of the test, and the examiner will tell you when it starts. So first, they will record some information about you, some information about themselves, and then when they are ready, they will tell you that the speaking test has begun. And remember, you won't be able to see the questions on the real test. Our students do have the benefit of being able to see the presentation. So first, as we listen, I want you to think about their fluency. Do they keep talking? Does it take long for them to start answering? Do they repeat themselves to fix mistakes? And do they use a nice range of vocabulary? So really think about that fluency today. So our first set of questions, nice and familiar, talking about where you live. And let's have our first speaker up today. We are being joined by John. Hi, John. Hi,
Oh,
John.
hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm just fine. I'm just
Good.
fine.
And where are you joining us from today?
From the Philippines.
From the Philippines. What time is it there?
It's already 11 p.m.
Oh, wow. So quite late. Well, really appreciate you
Yeah.
taking the time coming along, John. And let's get started and talk about where you live. Where are you living at the moment?
Well, I'm currently living at the city of San Jose del Monte in Bulacan. That's situated in the central region in the biggest island in the Philippines, Luzon.
What do you like about where you live?
What I like about here in my hometown is the safety, I guess, because unlike in the city in Metro Manila, the crime rate here is lower compared in Metro Manila.
Have you always wanted to live there?
Uh, Not really, because I'm a city vibe person. So I'm looking forward to move in the city center someday. So, and it's definitely not here in my hometown.
Do you think you will move in the future?
I'm sorry.
Do you think you will move in the
Can you please repeat
future?
the question?
Yeah. Do you think you will
Yes,
move in the
definitely.
future?
Yes, definitely. Like I said, I wanted to move in the city center where, I'm a city five person. So hopefully I would move in New York someday or in Los Angeles.
Okay. Okay. Good, John. Good. Well done. How do you
Thank you.
feel? How do you
That
feel?
was nerve-wracking. That was
Yeah. Yeah.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, yeah, especially knowing there's people listening in. Absolutely, you can feel a bit nervous, but that's good
Yeah.
because in your test you will feel nervous. So excellent test practice there.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think you need to
Yeah.
work on most with your speaking? What
What's
do you,
I guess my fluency because I got pauses
yeah, so
and
some
my grammar as well.
mhm. The grammar's generally quite accurate, but the fluency, as you say, is probably the thing I'd work on the most. It is a bit
Okay.
slow sometimes, but part of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is being nervous. Yeah. Um, move in
Oh,
the city centre. Move in the city centre. Move. How
mode
many
two.
fingers? Two.
Mode
There
two.
we go. Move to the city centre. You said I'm quite a
Okay.
citified person. I would say
City
I
vibe.
city vibe. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I would probably say along the lines of I prefer an urban environment or something like that.
Urban.
Yeah,
And okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It sounds a bit unusual using it as an adjective, city vibe. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were saying citified. But okay, well done, John. Great to have you
Okay, okay.
joining
It's
us.
okay.
We will have more from you shortly.
Thank
So
you.
do stay in the stream. Okay, brilliant. Thanks a lot, John, joining us from the Philippines and quite late there. So really appreciate him coming along for this session. Hi, Ivy. Ivy in the comments there, joining us from the Philippines. Junaid coming from, doesn't say where Junaid's coming from on YouTube. Hi, Junaid. Junaid is also a nurse. And we do have Julie as a nurse as well. So welcome everybody. Hodar asking how to join. Hodar, there is somebody in the comments there from Swoosh who will be able to advise you about that. Okay, let's have our next speaker to start us off. Let's have Eagle. Hi, Eagle.
Hello, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you? Yeah, good, thanks. Oh, nice and clear today.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, great to have you joining us. Have you had a busy week?
Yeah, of course. I'm at work right now.
Mhm. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get on with it then, so that we don't distract you too much. But I really appreciate you taking the time. So, Eagle, let's talk about where you live. Where are you living at the moment? Eagle. Hi, Eagle. You might just want to unmute yourself. Eagle. I think we might have lost you. Okay. Eagle. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
hello. I'm
Hi.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Let's talk about where you live. Where are you living at the moment?
Um, I'm currently live in eastern part of Rizal. The municipality is Morong. Morong is part of the biggest island here in the Philippines, which is Luzon. So I'm almost years living in here.
Uh-huh. What do you like about where you live?
Well, I love staying here in my place because of many green surroundings, and we have a fresh air in the area. Of course, the safety, of course, in all of the places in Morong Rizal.
Uh-huh. Have you always wanted to live there?
Well, I think yes, but I'm still want to experience another atmosphere, another environment in the near future. But then, if I'm going to have a relaxation and to meditate, I'm still going back my hometown.
Okay. Do you think you will move in the future?
Yes, definitely. So that's why I'm pursuing my US career, for me to work there and to know more about the place.
Okay. Okay, good, Eagle. Well done. Some lovely vocabulary there, talking about the atmosphere, fresh air, nice co-locations. One question I've got: you said it's green around what?
Well, I think that's, green surroundings.
Green surroundings. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, I was just a little bit thrown there. Green surroundings. Yeah, fine, fine. So quite a
Mhm.
natural environment there. Yeah, okay, good. What do you think you need to work on most?
Well, I think I need more on vocabulary and fluency, of course, because I'm still slow in my speaking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it is a little bit slow, and there were some hesitations there. You're saying I'm currently live in Eastern Part. I'm currently living. Yeah, I'm currently
Yeah, living.
living in Eastern Part. What word's missing there? Living in Eastern Part. Word missing. The
Yeah,
the
living the.
living in the eastern part or the
Yes.
eastern part. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so for Eagle and also for John as well, that those groups that Tanya mentioned earlier are going to be so helpful as you work on improving your fluency. Really important to practice speaking. So do take advantage of those. That is a really good resource.
Okay.
Okay. All
Thank you.
right, and much clearer today, Eagle. So wonderful to have you joining us.
Thank
And
you.
we will have more from you shortly. But let's have our next speaker. Thank you, Eagle. Brilliant. Okay, in the comments there, we've got Sabina. Hi, Sabina, joining us from Nepal. Oh, wow, what a beautiful mountainous country you are coming from today. Al from Bangkok. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hi, Al. Great to have you with us. Jay Shri, hi to you. And Millicent as well. Millicent and Ivy asking how to join the study group. There is somebody from Swoosh in the comments. Get in touch with Swoosh and Connetics and they will tell you how you can join these sessions. We would love to have you coming along. Hi, Shazia, coming from Pakistan today, and Junaid from Pakistan as well. Brilliant. Welcome, guys. And Beverly from the Philippines. So, got quite a good following today. Lovely to have you guys joining us. Right, let's move on and take a look at the next set of questions. Fairly simple set of part one questions here about your hobbies. Should be quite familiar. Let's see how our speakers do. So next up, we do have Clairly. Hi, Clairly.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, how are you? Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Have you been busy?
Yes. My
Okay.
son is a handful.
Oh, he's a handful. Oh, is he leaving you much time to practice your English or not really?
Not really. But
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
trying. I'm trying my best. I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you joining us. And yeah,
Yes, yes.
probably nice for you, 5 minutes piece, and you get to spend it
Yeah.
on the stream.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, true.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
actually hiding from him.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, as you say, can be a bit of a handful. Nice to have a break. Right, Clairly, let's talk, and hopefully you have some time for some hobbies as well. So let's talk about your hobbies.
Yes.
Do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yes, I have hobbies and interests. What I do most now is baking and cooking. I do bake whenever I have time during the night, and I do cook during the daytime. So it's like it's scheduled. Yeah.
How did you become interested in baking?
I have been interested with baking because I wanted badly what we call in the Philippines butterscotch. I'm from a province in the Philippines in Bacolod City where butterscotch, that baked goodie, is popular. So I wanted to know how to do that because as of now pandemic is we have the
Okay,
pandemic, so
okay,
I cannot.
okay, okay. Are there any new hobbies you would like to try?
I would like to try uh hiking, but I don't have time.
Hmm.
That's
Uh,
why I. Mm-mm.
do you think people spend enough time on their hobbies?
As of now, since pandemic is here, uh, it depends on what kind of hobby do you like. Like if you like indoors or outdoors. So
Hmm.
it really depends. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, good, Chloe. Well done. Talking about baking and cooking there. Yeah. Notice so a couple of points when you're going, it's good, but you do have some pauses. So you would have
Yeah.
noticed. Are there any new hobbies
Yeah.
you'd like to
It's time
try?
consuming. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So the pause there was just long enough that I thought you'd finished and started to ask the next question. Yeah. So just make sure you're practicing.
Mm-mm.
Um, and what else? A couple of points there with the grammar. I have been interested in baking. I have wanted, I think,
Mm.
probably I became interested in baking, give the time. Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
I have been
Mm.
interested in baking for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever comes after the present perfect there needs to
Mm.
give the idea of the time continuing to the present. Yeah, and that wasn't entirely clear. Um,
Mm.
you said that baked goodie. What do you mean by a
Because
baked
it's
goodie?
singular.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Those,
Because it's singular.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
That particular butterscotch.
yeah, 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 uh-huh, uh-huh. Um, yeah, that baked treat maybe might be a bit more natural. It's a
Okay.
slightly it's not wrong, but the word use is slightly unusual. It's not wrong.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
Mm-mm.
But it's yeah, a treat would probably sound a bit more natural.
Okay. Mm-mm.
And then again, in question 3, just try and get it out a bit more quickly. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think
Mm-mm.
you were ready to develop. It just took a little bit of time to get there. Okay,
Mm-mm.
well done, Claire, and I hope you're enjoying your afternoon or evening of peace. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Later again, thank you.
okay, we will hear more from you shortly. Thank you, Claire. So over there in the comments, Kodar asking a lot of questions about how to get 7 in the speaking part. Yeah, it's not easy. Uh, you need to show a wide variety of vocabulary. Your vocabulary use will need to be nice and accurate. You can have very few grammar mistakes. Band 7, the grammar needs to be really good. Fluency, speaking without any noticeable effort or speaking without noticeable effort, that is a high fluency requirement. And then pronunciation needs to be nice and natural. Your pronunciation should be able to carry extra meaning. So the way that you stress and use intonation can carry extra meaning. Those are the kinds of things we would expect from those high bands. Okay, so just a very brief summary for you there, Kodar. Yen is joining us from the Philippines. Welcome, Yen. Hi to you. Jay Shri loves cooking as well. So Jay Shri um, also a cook since a childhood. Okay, good. Next up to talk about hobbies and interests, we have Jonna. Hi, Jonna. Hi, Jonna.
Yes, yes.
Hi.
Hello, Luke.
Hi. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Happy to be here with you guys for our afternoon speaking session. Jonna, let's talk about your hobbies. Do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yes, probably I can say I have interest in baking, most especially cake, as one of our favorite dessert in my family.
Hmm. How did you become interested in baking?
Um, it catches my interest in baking because first of all, as what I said, it's my favorite dessert. It's my favorite, and although I'm an amateur baker, but I wanted to make sure that I bake a cake nicely and presentably.
Uh-huh. Are there any new hobbies you would like to try?
Um, if I'm given a chance, maybe I want to try swimming because swimming, well, honestly, I don't know how to swim. And for me, I want it to try because it's not only a good exercise, but also it can help others to save lives.
Uh-huh. Um, do you think people spend enough time on their hobbies?
Um, I'm into minds about it because on one hand, people nowadays are so busy in work, but that's why they don't have enough time in their particular activities. But on the other hand, people wants to go outside uh, to have some
Okay,
activities to
okay, okay,
refresh.
okay. Good, Donna. Good. Well done. Well done. What do you think about your speaking? What's your impression?
I don't know. Maybe my grammar or look.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so there were a couple of slips with grammar there. For example, you were saying people were busy in work. In work,
At
busy
work.
in, at work, yeah, or with work.
Uh,
Busy with something, yeah, or at
mhm.
work. So it depends whether you want the preposition. You could use either. So busy with, those two go together, or at work, those two go together. Choose one or the other, doesn't matter which. Not really in. If somebody is in work, they have employment. Yeah. So you could say
Yes.
there's not many people in work in my hometown. That would mean that there's a high unemployment rate. So slightly unusual use of the preposition. So
Mhm.
people are busy in work. That's why didn't. That's why didn't. That's why they they don't.
Ish.
They
Okay.
don't. Yeah, present tense. You're talking about a general situation that happens every day. Yeah. So there were a few
Yes.
grammar sets. In terms of your fluency and coherence, there are some pauses in fluency, especially when you were talking about swimming. So you were saying, let me just find it. Yeah, I want to try swimming. Uh, well, honestly, I don't know how to swim. Yeah, there was a bit of a pause as you tried to organise that thoughts. Um,
Mhm.
but in terms of coherence, some lovely transitions there. Not only, but also on the one hand, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Really good for organising your speech. So yeah, well done. I have interest in baking, most especially cake. Most especially cake. Yeah, it kind of works if you're using it uncountably. I would probably use the countable there. Most especially cakes, you make many
Uh,
different ones. And most especially, do you need most with especially?
Mostly.
Mostly or especially. Yeah, sounds a
Mhm.
bit more, it sounds more natural. Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially we've
Yes.
already given the idea of most. Okay, but well done, Jonna. Really good effort and lovely to have you joining us as well.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome, and we'll have some more from you shortly. Okay, well done to Jonna. In the comments there, Shyama, Kyor, welcome. everybody. Shazia asking how to get the opportunity to speak live. Get in touch with Swoosh and Connetics, and they will be able to tell you how to join these sessions. Drex already enrolled in Swoosh but didn't start it yet because you're at work. Okay, Drex busy at work there. Well, once you get started, I'm sure it'd be lovely to see you guys. Christy finally passed NCL EXRN. Okay, well done, Christy. With the help of Mr. Jackson. Okay, not sure what you're talking about there. Kristan, hi Kristan, coming from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Welcome to the stream. Let's have one more person on hobbies, and then we will move on to our unusual topic there. So next up we have Stan. Hi Stan. Could you just unmute yourself, please, Stan? Hi Stan, can you hear me? Silence. Stan, just get your microphone working. We will try and have something from you in a minute, okay? See if you can get that microphone. Oh, hi.
I think,
there we are.
Yeah,
Hi.
I'm a little bit, we're in the middle of the desert, but let's try.
Okay,
So
all right. Bit nervous today, Stan.
Yeah, I mean, we're outside the middle of the desert, so.
Oh, fantastic. Whereabouts in the world are you?
Right, I'm basically living in here at Doha, so.
In Doha. Okay. Is it hot or cold?
Yeah, it's a little bit cold out here.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's kind of getting late in the day, and the desert is famous for being cold at night. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get through this part one, and then you can go back in the warm, and then we'll have you back for the part three. Okay. Okay, Stan. Let's talk about your hobbies. Do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yep. Yes, definitely. I do have some hobbies. As a matter of fact, I'm an extrovert type of person. I love playing tennis, and this is what I usually engage myself with. Apart from it increases physical dexterity, it enhances your mental skills whenever playing and engaging with lots of locals or even other foreign expatriates working and living outside the country as well.
Okay. How did you become interested in tennis?
Well, apart from looking at it on a different perspective, I've seen a sports enthusiast named Pete Sampras. I love how he plays, his style, his prowess, his ability to engage while playing these humongous sports whenever he serves in volley. And that's what I usually love watching. I hope that they could provide this kind of sport.
Okay.
Sure.
Are there any new hobbies you would like to try?
Yes, definitely. I would love to engage in water sports. I'd love to try scuba diving or self-contained underwater breathing apparatus so that I could explore the water or sea itself in a different way or get connected in nature.
Okay. Do you think people spend enough time on their hobbies?
Well, to tell you honestly, yes. I think most of those retirees, especially those older people who intends to sit down in their house and look on to their future, loves to engage to doing their hobbies, especially during their free time while looking back their memories.
Okay, good, Stan. Good. What do you think's really good about your speaking? Have you got any ideas?
I hope I did answer my question, some of your questions.
Okay, some wonderful vocabulary there from Stan. So much that we're not going to list it all. Talking about manual dexterity, expatriates. Then he's talking about Pete Sampras as a humongous tennis star. So some really nice vocabulary there. Be a little bit careful. You said, I want to try scuba diving or self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Yeah. Self-contained, it sounds a bit strange after scuba diving. So you could, if you really want to say it, you could say, I'd like to try scuba diving. Scuba is an acronym that stands for self-contained underwater.
Right.
You could, yeah, it just sounded a bit strange the way you dropped it in there, but it's quite a minor thing to pick on you for, really. There were a couple of slips. You really like using the word engage 2 or 3 times there. Just try and get a little bit more variety. But it's a minor pick with your vocabulary. Okay, well done, Stan. Really good. So everybody take notes, listen back afterwards, and pick up some of Stan's vocabulary. That is my recommendation. Lovely, Stan. Well done. Okay.
Thank you so much, Luke. I'm very
You're
happy
welcome.
and fortunate to sit down with you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here, Stan. What I'll do is you can go back in now, and when we're doing the part 3, I will tell you when you're up after the next speaker so that you've got some time to go back outside.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
That would be great.
Okay. All right. Well done, Stan. In the comments, Chris Stan talking about her hobbies. Yeah, I was into that kind of hobby because I was influenced by my friend. Okay, planting flowers and plants. Chris Stan is kind of not guessing, but what a coincidence. Here is our next topic. So Chris Stan, this one probably suits you quite well. Chris Stan loves said planting flowers and plants will help you divert your energy. Well, here we have a part 1 about flowers. So it's a slightly unusual topic that you may not be talking about every day. Hi, Alice. Alice, active in the comments as well there and about to come onto the stream. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Luke.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah,
Fine,
yeah,
thank
really
you.
Good. So you like swimming and exercise, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you also like flowers?
Well, I would say I'm not a fan of flowers, but I
Okay.
wouldn't mind if I'm given some.
Okay. Yeah, it might be quite nice as a gift. Okay, Alice. Let's talk about flowers then. Do you like to have flowers in your home?
Well, if given a chance, I would have some because I always feel that they can make the environment look fresh. And whenever I look at flowers, they give me a very positive impression or nice feeling.
Where would you go to buy flowers?
Well, in my country, we have many centers where the flowers are sold. So I would go to one of the shopping malls, which is close to where I live. And I believe I can get the best that I would love to have.
On what occasions would you give someone flowers?
I think most of the time when someone is admitted in the hospital, flowers are a good way of giving them support. It makes them feel that they are appreciated. And as much as they might be going through a lot of pain, that can make them feel much better.
Are flowers important in your culture?
Not quite. Most of the people in my country mainly grow flowers, but they only export them to other countries. It's only a small population who love dealing with flowers.
Okay, good, Alice. Nice length of your answers there. Yeah, it's about the right length. Just make sure that you keep that development up. One of the answers there was a little bit short, or could be a bit more developed. But yeah, generally good. It's about 1.5 minutes, so quite a good target length. Remember, there are 3 topics, so that would put you 4.5 minutes. Yeah, so well done.
Okay.
Nice timing. Yeah, good range of vocabulary. One thing noticed there was the phrasal verb going through. People are going through quite a lot of pain. Quite a nice natural expression. Quite high level vocabulary. People don't think of phrasal verbs when they think high level vocabulary. They are. So good. Well done.
Thank you.
Using your medical experience and knowledge as well for the co-locations. Admitted in the hospital. Admitted in admitted to hospital could be better. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
When they're admitted to hospital. Yes, I think not the easiest topic for you. I think last week we had trains as well, which was quite a tricky topic.
Sure.
Yeah, starting off as well, if given a chance, I would have some. Yeah, so nice. That was before we started the questions, but yeah, nice use of a conditional. One thing I'd say, your pronunciation's good, but do remember these linking sounds. So, for example, you said, in my country, we have many shopping malls. Yeah, in my country, we have many shopping malls. Yeah, so
there are many shopping malls.
Yeah, in my country, there are many shopping malls. Now you. One
Hello?
more time. Hi. One more
In
time.
In my country, there are many shopping malls where I can buy flowers from.
Okay, good. So try and keep that linking and that rhythm, because at points it's a bit broken up. If you listen back to the video afterwards, you'll probably see what I mean about the way that you're breaking up the chunks. Okay.
Thank you, Luke.
You're welcome. And I think when you're speaking without me directly answering you questions, you don't do it. So it could be slightly overthinking for the test there.
Sure.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
try and relax into it. Talk with your nice natural pronunciation. I know that it's a bit nerve-wracking, but yeah, that is actually going to help. If you can relax into it, you will get that nice natural rhythm back that I know you have when you're speaking. So well done, Alice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Taking you off the stream now. Good. Everybody doing really well. So good, guys. Jay Shree talking about flowers. Yeah, really good, Jay Shree. I'm not going to read your answer out because it might tip off the next person for quite a good answer. That is a very good occasion when people might give flowers. So let's have, next up, we've got Joanne. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Luke. Good evening.
Hi. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Joanne, you ready to talk about flowers?
All right, let me try.
Okay. Let's talk about flowers. Do you like to have flowers in your home?
Yes, I really enjoy having flowers in my home, especially in my bedroom. I like looking at them before I sleep and waking up in the morning, especially when they are in full bloom and when their petals are opening.
Uh-huh. Where would you go to buy flowers?
Usually, I buy from a flower shop near my home because they have a lot of variety of flowers to choose from. And apart from that, they give me discounts because I often buy from them, and they have this beautiful rose that would last for 2 years, as they call it an eternity rose.
Uh-huh. On what occasions would you give someone flowers?
The last time I gave flowers to somebody was when my friend was sick. It helped her to brighten up her day since she was sick at that time. So I believe that giving flowers is not only important when people are happy, but also when they are sick and lonely.
Mm-hmm. Are flowers important in your culture?
Well, I can say that it's not really that important because flowers are expensive, but if people give you flowers, it means that you are that you are important to them, because even when somebody dies, people tend to give flowers to the family who are grieving. So
Okay, good. Plenty. Well done, Joanne. What do you think's best about your speaking?
not sure.
Okay, some lovely topic-specific vocabulary there, demonstrating real variety to answer this topic very specifically. So, for example, when flowers are in full bloom, really nice natural vocabulary in full bloom. Quite an unusual co-location and showing specificity for the topic, so that's good. Talking about their petals, understanding a little bit about the anatomy of a flower. Usually I buy from a shop down the road or along those lines. Usually I buy what from? I buy what do we need there? Usually I buy them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been fine when you repeated it later. I get some discounts because I buy from them quite often. The first time you do want the objects there. I buy them flowers from the shop. Yeah. Later, because you've already given the object, you wouldn't need to give it. You wouldn't have to give it twice. But the first time probably want it. And again, when someone dies, their relatives are grieving. If you give flowers, it means that they're important to you. So some really nice grammar, showing accuracy and complexity as well. Well done, Joanne. Good.
Thank you, Luke.
You're welcome. We will have you back shortly. Okay, well done to Joanne. Jayshree, yeah, okay. So, absolutely, Jayshree. Again, I'm not going to give them your vocabulary, but Jayshree is in the comments there is also demonstrating good variety specific to the topic. So if you're looking at those comments, just take a look at some of the things that Jayshree has said, showing some nice variety for this topic. Okay, last for the part ones then, we have, last but not least, Nina. Hi, Nina. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, sorry, I was surprised when you called my name. Hi.
No problem. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good. You ready to talk about flowers?
Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try. That's the spirit. Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about flowers, Nina. Do you like to have flowers in your home?
I used to not like having flowers around just because I have allergies. But ever since I received a flower recently, I thought it looks really good in a room. It brightens up the room quite quickly because our house tend to look a bit gloomy. Since I don't really live with a family, I live with 4 individual girls. So we all keep to ourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Where would you go to buy flowers?
Where I live, you could buy flowers from the grocery. I don't really buy them myself, but I've been told that you can order online. So you could pick whatever type of bouquet you would like or any sort of flower arrangements you'd like for your specific home.
Okay. On what occasions would you give someone flowers?
I think personally I would like to give flowers to anyone just randomly. Well, not anyone, probably my friends, but randomly just because it feels nice to be given flowers. It makes you feel like you're somebody important to whoever gave you the flowers.
Okay. Are flowers important in your culture?
In my culture, they don't really give out flowers or buy flowers like from a grocery the way we do here in the UK. It's very uncommon, but in my culture, it's not that important since it's expensive.
Okay, good. Okay, well done, Nina. How do you feel?
I think I need more practice, but I'm happy. Happy for practice.
Yeah. Good. So, which question there gave you some problems?
I think it's generally everything, but
the last question.
I had a quite difficult. I think I went off a tangent there.
There we go. Lovely vocabulary went off on a tangent. The fluency, it wasn't so much the tangent, it was just that the fluency dropped a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
So there was a noticeable drop in fluency, but generally quite good. A couple of points. Yeah, so some nice vocabulary and some nice pronunciation. Talking about allergies, you know, it brightens up the room, things like that. So some nice vocabulary from the grocery.
From
The grocer from the grocer. Yeah.
Oh, grocer. Okay.
Or the grocery store, or the supermarket, or the shop.
Oh, okay.
Okay, buy them from the grocery. I suppose you could say the grocery. I would include store there myself. A couple of times as well. You said it brightens, and then later you were talking. You said it tends. There we go. So
Yeah.
a couple of subject-verb agreement there, a couple of subject-verb agreement slips there, but generally good. Well done. Okay, well done, Nina. Not the easiest set of questions. You're welcome. Right, so taking Nina back off the stream now. Okay, really good to all of our speakers. For anybody listening, my recommendation for you is, if you're listening to our speakers and thinking, my goodness, their English is good, think of it more like a goal. Think of their English as a goal rather than something to directly compare yourself. Everybody here is quite high level. So do just be aware of that. Don't listen to them if you think that your English isn't as good as theirs. Don't listen to them and feel bad. Listen to them and feel inspired. Yeah, they're showing you what's possible. Really good job from all our speakers there. So yeah, if you are listening to them and feeling a bit worried, this is a goal for you to aim for. And if you're listening to them thinking, wow, my English is like that, well done, because they are doing really well. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Yeah, Jay Shree was giving some nice vocabulary there in the comments. So, for example, a florist at the shop where you buy flowers. Talking about giving them in marriage. When people get married, you might give them flowers. Definitely, good idea. As a garland of flowers, quite high level there. And in conferences, as a bouquet. So nice variety there. Didn't really want to give that to our speakers, see if any of them produce it on their own. Okay, well done, everybody. Moving on. So, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a new podcast at Swoosh English. It's called Our Voices in the NHS. Listen to the untold stories of doctors and nurses in the NHS. Really great for you to listen in and get some, listen to the experience of your peers around the world. Okay, in English-speaking countries, talking about practice there. So definitely check out that podcast. It's on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify. So our speaking part 2, our speakers aren't actually going to complete this part 2. It's just to introduce the part 3 questions, which will be related. Describe a teacher who has influenced you in your education. So part 2 topic about a teacher. You're going to be using some nice vocabulary to describe people there, and you could also talk about your experiences at school. So if anybody wants to, after the session, watch the video back, pause it on the topic. Why not give it a try? Try recording yourself or practice with a partner and get some feedback from them. Okay, so in part 3, it's related to the part 2. The examiner is going to make up the questions. The questions can be quite difficult. Don't panic if you get very difficult questions. If you're not sure about anything, remember to ask. Right, we're running out of time. We'll probably give our speakers 1 or 2 questions each. Let's see how their fluency, which has been very good so far, good in part 1, let's see how it stands up under some of these more difficult questions. So, talking about ways of teaching. First up, let's have Jonna. Hi, Jonna.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Good. So let's see if you can maintain that fluency with these more difficult questions. Let's talk about ways of teaching. Do you think all students learn in the same ways?
Well, I guess it's depend upon the students. If they are eager to learn and they are eager to strive hard, then I guess I can say that they can learn in the same ways. But other students also are lazy. So we can say that they have this different way in learning compared to the students who are eager to learn.
Uh-huh. Do you think different teaching methods are needed for for children of different ages?
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes, I can say probably yes, because um, children must be taught for different teaching methods depending upon the ages of the children. Like for an instance, if the childrens are um, like quite older, so the methods that are going to teach them are the things that are involved there, like energy or some uh good what is this educational, I mean educational teaching. So if you're going to talk about
Okay.
yeah,
Good, Jonna. Good. Well done. How did you feel about those questions?
I don't know if I answered it correctly.
There's no right or wrong answer here. It's your opinion. Yeah, your opinion can't be wrong. We're not marking for content other than the vocabulary. Good, well done. Not the easiest questions here. One thing I would note. So usually, quite good. There's a few points where the fluency starts to drop a little bit. So when you're saying other students are lazy compared
Uh,
to students who are more eager, yeah. So finding the vocabulary there, a slight drop in fluency, but you
mhm.
know. Actually, it's generally you do keep going, so that's good. But you do have some notable pauses. Children's must be children's.
Children. Sorry.
Okay. So adding an S onto the end of children a few times there. That is as you're trying to find the ideas. You can find that other things like grammar start to be impacted a bit. Children's are quite older. Children who are older. Yeah,
Yeah.
or who are quite a bit older. So just pay attention to that. Yeah, you've got some good vocabulary there. So talking about students striving, eager students. Yeah, some good vocabulary. Just have a look back through some of these questions and think about how you could answer them. Get the ideas and then practice. Because remember, in your speaking test, you won't have time to think. Identify questions that cause you difficulty, practice them, because this is quite a common topic. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Well done, Jonna. So taking Jonna off the stream. Yeah, good. Well done. This is not easy. Next up, we have Eagle. Hi, Eagle.
Hello.
Hi, Eagle. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Let's talk about ways of teaching. Have ways of teaching changed much in your country?
Well, I think no, we're still practicing the old way. We do face to face teaching, but then again, because of the current situation right now, because of the pandemic, we are practicing in the online teaching. So most of the students are right now are engaging in the learning through online.
Uh-huh. Um, And do you think this has been? Do you think online learning is positive or negative change?
For me, I believe there is a disadvantage and disadvantage of online learning. First, the advantage, uh, it is easier to communicate with someone and to learn immediately and just to serve what the information that you are needed just to find in the internet. And disadvantages, we cannot just communicate effectively through face to face, and there's a limit in the interpersonal communication.
Okay, good there, Eagle. Well done. One confusion: the disadvantages and the disadvantages. Yeah, I think you picked up on it using the same word twice there. So just get that word difference. And again, on some of these more difficult questions, the fluency is dropping a bit. So make sure practice e-learning. Big topic. Yeah.
Okay.
Good for technology, good for education, might be directly asked about it. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well done, Eagle. Sorry that we are rushing through them, guys, but I am aware of the time. I do like to give everybody a chance to answer some of the part threes, though. So if you need to run off, I believe there is another class starting around now. If anybody needs to go off and join that, absolutely feel free, but we will be just quickly running through the last of our speakers before that. Next up we have Alice. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Luke.
Hi. Let's talk about ways of teaching. Do you think all students learn in the same ways?
Well, I think no, because everyone has a different capacity of getting whatever information that is taught in class, and the degree of how much they retain depends on an individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, different methods needed for teaching children of different ages.
I think you require different methods. For example, for the young children who are starting off the classes, they may need images to be able to comprehend whatever the teacher may be teaching in the classroom. But as they get to move higher in the classes, they can be taught by just listening to what the teacher is teaching.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, so would you say that young children require more colourful and stimulating materials?
Sure, because I think one of the ways teachers have to ensure that they do for the young children, they may require to use images. I remember during my childhood, we would use items like maize or beans to help us to learn how to count the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, Alice. Well done. Sorry, it is quite a short part three there. One thing I would say, ensure that they do for the children.
Sorry?
Okay, I understand. I was saying, do they use more colourful materials? You said, I think they should ensure they do for the children. Rather than saying do and referring back to what I said in the question, maybe try and paraphrase it a little bit, because I had to think about it for a moment there.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Just
okay.
Something like, yeah, I think they should ensure that they use quite vibrant and colourful materials for young children, or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So try and paraphrase the question a bit. Paraphrase the vocabulary from the question a bit. Other than that, Alice, were you thinking about these questions before we had you on the stream? Yeah.
Well, I think I was trying to listen to the speakers who were speaking ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I am not sure whether I had tried figuring out, but of course I had tried to figure out what I should say if I'm asked some of these questions.
Absolutely. So the thing that I was talking about with the pronunciation earlier, largely gone in these questions, which is funny because they're more difficult. Might be that flowers is an unusual topic, might also be the preparation. Yeah.
True.
So just have a think about that. If it's because you've had the preparation time, you won't have that time in the test. Listen back to the video, compare the part 1 with the part 3. Okay. All right. Well done, Alice, taking you off the stream now.
Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure. Next up, we have, I think we have Joanne next. And then I believe it was Stan. Stan, if you need to go outside, you'll be up in a minute. If it's John, you will be up after Stan. Okay. Hi, Joanne.
Hello, Luke.
Hi. So really quickly running through a few part 3 questions. We're going to be talking about technology in education. How do you think technology has changed education in your country?
There are a lot of things that technology has changed as regards to the education in our country. They have involved computers, and with the use of computer, it has enhanced the way of learning for students. Other than that, it offered distant learning, which is good for students who cannot go to a physical class. Say like for example, for me, when I'm doing my masters, I attended an open university wherein I use the computer, and through online classes I can attend my classes.
Okay, good. Has there been much growth in online learning in recent years?
I think there were a lot of growth in online learning since especially this pandemic. It has caused a lot of development wherein more and more things were included online. So I believe were a lot of changes that had sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Finished?
this is an interruption.
All right. No problem. I thought you'd suddenly just stop. So Joanne does have an interruption there. A lot of classes. Classes. So plural there. A lot of classes in online, I think you said. So just pay attention to that. A lot of classes online, or a lot of classes have moved online. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. In terms of the fluency there, quite good. A couple of. Okay. I think Joanne's having an interruption. So we'll just take you off the stream. Good, Joanne. Lovely and fluent. Yeah, a couple just seemed to drop at the end a bit, but that could be due to the interruption. Well done. Next up, we have Stan. Hi, Stan. Hi, can you hear me? Okay, Stan is probably going outside. Bit cold there. Stan, we'll have John next and you after John. Hi, John. Hi, John. Can you hear me? Hello. Can't hear you. Is it me or you? Hi, John. Can you hear me? Okay, no sound from John there. Going to take you off the stream. Okay, and let's try Stan one more time. Hi, Stan, are you there? Stan? Try and unmute yourself. No. Okay, I think that Stan and John are not there. Let's try John one more time. Hi, John. Are you able to speak? No, nothing from John either. Okay, I think we've already had Eagle. Hi, Eagle, are you there?
Yes.
Hi. I think we've had you for a part 3, have we?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have just been working down the list. Well, we've got you on the stream. Let's just get your thoughts. Do you think technology in education is a good thing? Let's just get your thoughts quickly before we close. Is technology in education a good thing?
Yes, I believe that technology is a uh, growth and advantage in the nowadays. So because we have an online learning, e-learning right now.
Mhm.
So I think that many students right now are easily will engage in the information that they want to get through online, and uh, everything that all the data that they need can easily surf in the internet, or through can access easily in the online learning.
Okay. Okay. Surf in the internet. They can easily surf in
Sure.
the internet. Maybe they can easily find on the internet, or
Fine.
they can easily surf the internet to find information. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So just a little bit of a slip there. Do check through this topic, Eagle. It's quite a big topic. You may have to speak or write about it. So just get the fluency as well. Yeah.
Okay. Noted. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well done, Eagle. And lovely to have you with us. Great that the connection is better this week. So lovely to have you speaking. Okay. Let's try John one more time before we close. Hi, John.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi
There we go.
again.
Hi. I think you lost your
Hello.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's give you an opportunity before we close.
Okay.
John, let's talk about technology and education. How is online learning different from learning in the classroom?
Well, I guess the difference of online learning in compared to the traditional learning is the how the teacher facilitate their lectures. Most of during the online lecture, most teachers are doing the slideshows or PowerPoint presentations. Unlike in the traditional learning, they use some blackboard and they just write the information on the board.
Okay. And do you think that that makes the classes more interesting or less interesting?
Well, I think students are more interested on online learning because students nowadays are more capable of technology. I mean, there are I mean the technology is more helpful for the students rather than the traditional way of teaching.
Mhm. Okay, good, John. Well done. Really quick, just get your thoughts on the topic there. Give you the
Okay.
chance because you guys have been waiting
Okay.
for the part threes. Yeah, good. So I guess the teacher facilitate.
Fac- Facilitates.
Okay, get that subject verb agreement there. Yeah, these
Yeah, yeah.
questions are more difficult, and we do often notice a slight slip in grammar and the fluency as well. So again, check
Yeah.
through this topic. It's quite a big one, useful for lots of different things. You may be asked about it directly. You may have things like how has technology impacted our lives? Education and technology, massive thing to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
hard.
yeah, it's a difficult topic, but definitely worth reviewing. And it
Okay.
is, as
Thank
you
you.
said, it can be more visual. Well done, John. And Stan is back, so let's see if Stan's there. Hi, Stan. Hi, Stan. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Stan.
Yes, sir, Luke.
Hi.
I hope it's connected.
There we go. There you
Okay.
are. Okay,
Yeah.
the connection's not brilliant, but let's try anyway.
Yeah,
So
let's try.
yeah, let's see how we do. Stan, do you think it's important to use technology in the classroom to make classes more interesting?
Yes, definitely. I think technology plays a huge important part whenever education is being given to most of the student nowadays. As a matter of fact, it is one way to make the student more enlightened when it comes to the technology itself, especially if you're going to use a projector or something that could somehow show visual characteristics of an individual, or should I say something that would make the more of the classroom interesting. And
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you think that it's more important to have appealing graphics, or do you think the content is more important?
yes, I think that graphics is quite paramount, especially nowadays that most of the learners are quite visual, as well as they love to hear what the professor or the lecturer will eventually tell about the lecture itself. And by means of looking at the visual, you're gonna see a different modality in order for you to entice yourself and eventually gain an environment in a learning experience itself.
Hmm.
And that's my idea.
And do you think all learners will benefit from more visual presentations, or do some of them require the content?
Well, I think that the both in both ways they're gonna progress in order for most of the learners, because the context itself is quite important in a way that it gives the learner an opportunity to expand its horizon when it comes to the learning capacity of an individual. As a matter of fact, if you're going to take a look at those
Okay,
students, they love to
okay,
engage as
okay,
well in a
good.
visual way.
Well done, Stan. Well done. So throwing some pretty nasty questions at you there. I think one of at one point it's I was wondering if the fluency was going to drop. You saved it really well. So well done. Good at thinking on your feet. Yeah. When you go into the test, the examiner is going to throw some harder questions at you. I can guarantee it. Yeah, because what they will want to establish, your speaking is very good, and they will want to see how high you can go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I
So,
agree with you.
so well done. You're going to have to think on your feet, because they are going to test your boundaries a bit and just try. It's not that they're trying to mark you down. They're trying to find where the boundary is and if there is a boundary. Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
really well done.
Thanks
Well
so
done,
much for
Stan.
that.
You're welcome. One thing I noticed there, most of the students, most of the students, which part
Yeah.
of the student? Their head, their shoulders? Students.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Students.
so
Yeah.
as you are starting to be, as we're starting to push your resources and
Right.
get your brain really active, the plurals dropped there at one point. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
But well done. You handled that really well. And I was trying to push you a bit just to see whether you would buckle under the pressure. You coped with it admirably. Well done, Stan.
Wow.
Good.
Thank you so much, Luke. God bless
All
you.
right. My pleasure. You're welcome. Right, taking Stan off the stream now. So thank you everybody who has come along. I understand that it is quite late for lots of you listeners and lots of you students. Really great performance from all of our speakers. And remember, in part 3, if your English is good, the examiner is going to start pushing you. It's not that they want you to do badly. So as I said earlier, if you suddenly get very difficult questions, don't panic. If you need to, buy yourself some time. That's a good question. I've never thought of that before. Buy yourself a few seconds to think about it. Show them it's not a language problem, and then answer in a way that's clear and logical. If they start asking questions and you don't know much about the topic, you could argue that you're pushing your grammar. But if they're asking something that's a bit more technical and you do require the knowledge, just say, oh, I don't know all that much about this topic, but from my understanding, give a nice, clear, logical answer, develop it a little bit. The examiner will move on. This is not a test of knowledge. Okay, it's a test of language. And if the examiner moves into a realm where you don't have much knowledge, don't lead them too far down that path. If it starts getting too difficult, if they're asking, for example, about specific details of technologies and you just don't know that much about them, just tell them, oh, we're reaching the edge of my knowledge about this topic, but give an answer that makes sense. Yeah, make a nice logical answer. Give them the indication they're getting a bit too technical. That will bring them back onto the more general opinion stuff, which you should at these levels that we've seen some students demonstrating. You should definitely, anything it's all your opinion. That's the most important thing. But if they start asking, for example, technical questions about renewable energy, and you don't know much about the topic, just say, oh, I don't know all that much about how renewable energy is generated, but I know that they do use lots of solar and wind, whatever the topic is, and ease into it that way, and they will bring it back to something a bit less technical. Okay, well done, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Shreypal, Rifat, El-Wadi, thanks for joining, guys. Well done, everybody. Netra, do get in touch with Swoosh and see how you can join. Thank you to all our speakers, and everybody have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for coming.